boss battles. Whether those boss battles be challenging, fun, memorable, or just downright random, they are needed in every great game. Welcome back to another devlog. It's your boy Solo Requiem. I have some brand new updates for you in Omega Black. In this devlog, we will be covering the bosses. I'll be showing you some of the bosses that I will be putting in the game. Go over some of the abilities that I put into the game for the bosses so far. And talk about some more updates that I did to the game so far. So let's get into it. Omega Black is a 2D Metroidvania set aboard a massive warship that has fused with an alien world. You will traverse through the sprawling corridors and planetary outposts to hunt down your treacherous crew and clear your name. Working on this game for the past few months, I am truly excited to finish this game. I've updated a lot of things. Take a look at this HUD. Also, take a look at this main menu. I've been working with different variations of this as well. All in all, I think it's coming together nicely. Let's talk boss battles. So, boss battles are very important for any 2D game. Any game in general, boss battles are one of the staples of gaming. Challenging bosses are always great to beat, or fun bosses are always great to replay. Game dev is so amazing. Shout out to SB. Just look at this. We went from this boss, from this template, to this boss, jumping all over the place by setting up some simple functions. Link below for the template that I use for the base mechanics of the game. Now, I could have used the blackboard for the AI and controlling all of the AI movements through there, but I thought it would be more simpler to do everything through the boss character, and so everything will be based off one boss for now, and then I'll kind of customize each boss per character and their moveset. It is just something about bosses that drive a game, and so making sure bosses stand out is a priority. Something should be different with this boss that stands out, or try to make this boss fight memorable. So I worked on some character art and kind of their own little memorable weapons or moves that they'll do. Let's cover a little bit of lore. The Space Force, which we can name together as a community, has tasked Omega Black, aka Jerry Black, to gathering resources as well as expanding their forces to a new planet. General Gillian is the leader of their faction and has tasked Omega Black and his crew with taking over the planet Nameless, because currently I don't have a name for it, but that's something we can figure out later on, I guess. So the crew is tasked with taking over this planet and enforcing the new government onto this new planet. The current Space Force has a bigger threat with a more artificial intelligence, so they are always looking to expand their planets and have kind of like a backup planet to move towards. 4 of Omega Black crew members, alongside a 5th mystery member, or we can probably create who this mystery character is as well. They conspire against Jerry and make a plot to blame him for taking over the new Mega Ray. That way General Gillian doesn't get in trouble with the Space Force and they don't have much to answer for. Joe Razor and Blue Manston are 2 bosses and 2 crew members that'll be introduced early on to players. And so I'll show you them and give you a little bit of more detail and background on them as well. But these 2 are the main co-conspirators, and so they pretty much started off the conspiracy, and the mystery member takes it a step further. So the only way for him to clear his name and kind of regain access to the ship is to take down the crew members and either destroy the Mega Ray or figure out a way to use it. And currently the general would be looking at Omega Black as a rogue if the crew members are successful and able to send in their report. So the player's goal is to basically stop the crew members and take over the Mega Ray. If they use it, they take over the planet, They also control any of the beings that's on the planet. Therefore, they'll allow them to destroy Omega Black alongside have enough people to create their own army rebellion. But that's just some of the background lore, and that's only the tip of the iceberg. The lore goes deep, and I did only create this game to be a short project that the community helps create, but it's turning out to be something great and blossoming. And so thank you all for joining me on this journey. Shout out to the few Patreons that I do have, and to those who haven't joined yet, I will be reading every comment, so please leave a comment. By the time this devlog drops, I'll be working on the Steam page and also starting to add in some of those boss assets. So let's get into some of these bosses. So I haven't did all of their animations yet, still current work in progress. But what I did was give each of these characters some moves and kind of a little bit of lore that could help influence the boss fight. Blue Manston will be the second boss that players encounter, or more so that I would hope players encounter. And he'll have various moves out of the main options that the boss base allow bosses to have. I also can program them to do more specific things in their own blueprint, so that's something else I'll also do if I need to kind of expand on their skills and abilities. That way we can add some variation to the bosses. One of my favorite attacks that Blue Manston has will probably be his high jump, where he'll be jumping around the map and kind of slamming at the player, and players have to avoid him to not get slammed. And then really quick he might switch into his rush mode where he charges at the player, so gotta be on your toes when facing him, and it's been a pretty fun boss to work on so far, and can't wait to work on some other bosses. Thank you all who are watching the development of Omega Black, supporting, liking, commenting, sharing, anything like that. It means a lot to me. If you do like the game and you want to support it, you can join Patreon, you can join the Discord, links will be in the description. Leave a comment. I'm definitely trying to get some more input on the game. Next devlog will probably be more about placement and level design, so more so the enemies of the game, the types. But I don't want to give too much because I don't want to spoil like certain places and secret things in the game. So we'll cover a little bit of what I'm adding to the game and the updates so we can start polishing. And then also I'm going to start working on developing the Steam page for Omega Black as well. They do recommend getting it started early on, so I guess this will be covered in one of the upcoming devlogs as well. Once again, thank you to whoever took the time out of their day to watch this video and support Omega Black. Solo Requiem, I'm out.